What did you see when you went back and looked at the tape of the first game?
I think we did a lot of great things, a lot of good things after watching the film, but obviously we did some bad things, including myself. And, obviously those bad things outweighed the good, and that's why we didn't come out with the win. But we're looking to improve this week. So.
What did you see of yourself that you want to improve on?
I think obviously the main thing is ball security. Forward turnovers and stuff, not giving away the ball. But just in general, just going out there, just have more confidence, and just playing like myself. Really. So.
When you looked at those two plays where you lost the ball, what did you see happening there?
I think I got a little too excited, having two wide open guys, both about ready to score. One was in the end zone on the first drive, and then having Dev over the middle on the second one, and I think he could have broke the tackle and scored too. So I think just getting excited and just losing things. So.
You said you wanted to play with more confidence.
Yeah.
Did you not feel confident last week?
Well, when you go into a game, you have a set plan for their defense, and you have a set idea for what they're going to run. We've only watched film on their last year's tape, and not having any film on them from this year, we didn't know what we were going to expect, and so kind of playing the unexpected, you're not as confident as you can be. So I think that's where that came from. So yeah, I wasn't as confident per se. So.
Did it make a difference to you not having Josh behind you as running back?
No. Felt did a great job. Same with Martell. So yeah, those guys did a great job filling in for Josh. So I had no worries.
Did you hear Coach Kelly was pretty supportive of you in his comments earlier this week? Did you hear what he said? Did that mean anything to you?
No, I didn't hear what he said, but this team and this coaching staff and everybody around here, they all have great support for me, and they've all been encouraging me this week as well as each other and stuff like that. So it's definitely a family and brotherhood.
You had a lot of teammates come up to you after the game. How did that make you feel in that moment when obviously you're not feeling really great about the performance of the other teammates that you scored?
Oh yeah, I think that's one of the better feelings you can have as a player, not just as a quarterback, but as a player, just having your teammates behind you when things go good and when things go bad. Because a lot of people outside of this building, won't obviously have your back when things go bad. So to have them is really good. So.
How eager are you to come out here and have a good showing on Saturday?
I'm very eager. We've been working really hard. And I think we've taken a new approach, knowing what we have to now do to get that first win and stuff like that. And so, these guys have worked really hard this week, so I'm excited.
What can you take from last game and apply it to the next game?
I'd say just going in there and, finding the speed of the game. With last week being the first game of the year, you really haven't played a live team and gone live action all year until then. So. Just going in there and having a more comfortable feeling going into the game, and just finding the speed of the game. So.
You said your approach this week was new. In what ways is it new to you?
I think just it's more, guys aren't all about talking and stuff like that. It's more about actually putting in more work and really just I think amping up everything, amping up the accountability. Amping up the intensity in practice and stuff like that. So, not to say that wasn't there before, but it's definitely up to a new level now that we have had that eye opener week one. So.
How quickly do you feel that you were resilient in getting back, you and the team in general, after that Thursday night game?
I think just even in that game, we fought really hard. So that's one thing I was really proud of with my teammates, as well as myself. But that's one thing we'll look to improve on as well from this week too. So.
What can you say about Felton and his performance?
I'd say he did a hell of a job, especially throwing it to Josh. That's it's a hell of a player too. So he filled in for some big shoes and he did a really good job. I know at times the holes weren't always there and stuff like that, and he had to make a play. So I was really proud of him after the game too. So.
First game out there, what was that like for you?
It was good. Real loud. Haven't experienced that too much in a high school game. I got to fly on a plane for my first game, and it was good. Good atmosphere, good opening game, I think.
Last year you were in high school.
Yes, sir.
Talk to us about the biggest difference from last year at this time to last Thursday? What's the difference?
I'd say the intensity. You know, everyone thinks college football is like, you know, not easy, but you know, they don't really get to see practice. They don't get to see what we kind of do in between the game and the next game. So, I'd say the intensity and then the schemes of things. You know, a lot changes from high school to college, but it's good. You know.
What can you take from last week and apply it to this week's game against San Diego State?
You know, there's things that we did well and there's things that we didn't do so well. So, you know, we looked at the tape, we got them fixed, and I think this week, you know, we have San Diego State. They're a pretty good team. We're scouting them pretty well. As long as everyone does their job and work as a team, I think it'll be a good game.
How do you think you guys are mentally turning the page from the loss in order to go forward?
You know, I think as all teams are, you know, it was a hard loss. You know, no one really likes to lose. You don't play to lose, you play to win. But, you know, sometimes it just doesn't go your way. So, you know, watch it, you learn from it. And then as Coach Kelly likes to say, he says, get better, not bitter. So, you know, that's what we're going to do, get better.
Like Alex been working in some in guard this week. Is that another option you guys can have on that side of the line?
You know, the O-line, we're trying to get solid, you know. Everyone's playing everywhere. Everyone's, you know, helping each other. Because if we help each other individually, we'll get pretty solid and we'll do pretty well. So.
You and John Gaines both getting your first starts at the same time. When you guys kind of did you guys talk about that? Was there kind of a camaraderie about going through that process together?
Oh yeah, you know, there was, because you know, I guess that was John's first start.
Yeah.
You know, we were both kind of like, wow, you know, this is real deal. But you know, Boss, Chris, and Jake, you know, we're helping each other. You know, keep calming us down. You know, when we go off the field, you know, maybe we didn't block something right. You know, it's okay. You know, we got the next play. You know, so what? Now what? You know.
What was the most helpful thing that anybody said that helped you?
Most helpful thing. You know, don't dwell on the last play, because it's gone forever. So just focus on the next one.
Who told you that?
Coach Rhyan. Yes, sir.
With one game under your belt, how do you feel going into the San Diego State game?
You know, new week, same level of team, pretty good. Just gotta work on the fundamentals, technique, and that's all we can do. Is fundamentals, technique, and play.
You came here in June.
Yes,
Did you
ma'am.
expect that you would be starting the season opener?
No, you know, I came in expecting to work out, you know, try my hardest, and then, you know, let God take His course, and so, you know, all the O-line works together.
So at what point did you know that maybe that would be your spot in the season opener? Obviously, Allie got hurt during training camp, so.
I didn't, you know. You know, he was up the next day. I was like, all right, well, and then I would just work in with him. He would go, I would go. He would go, I would go. So I didn't really know until it was like there that I was going to be starting. So, you know, but the way I played it is everyone's going to start, so you got to know the plays either way. You can't just play it like, oh, I'm not going to start. You know, I can just kind of mill through practice. You want to practice it if you're going to start. So.
When you got the nod that you were going to start, walk us through that whole process. What was going on in your brain at that time?
Well, you know, when I got the kind of the nod, I guess I was like, all right, well, put up or shut up, you know. That's just really how it is, you know. You're either gonna play, you're gonna sink or swim. So that's how it is.
Were you happy to get that, or were you hoping to maybe kind of ease your way into more and maybe use this as more of a learning year, or were you happy to play immediately?
Yeah, I just kind of came in and do what I'm told, you know. Play, practice, lift, recover, and then if I was going to play, I was going to play. If not, then I'll do my best to help the others get better so that they could play better. So.
You had a lot of teams offering you. Why did you choose UCLA?
UCLA is great. Best education around, beautiful weather. Coach Fry, Coach Chip Kelly, great guys, you know. And Coach Fry is he's real. You know, he doesn't cloud the water, he just tells you how it is, you know, especially in practice. It helps you get better, so I love it. I love it here.
And have you envisioned what your first game at the Rose Bowl might be like?
No. Take it day by day, 1%. You know, just get better, get healthy, you know, stay hydrated, and get ready for the game.
Was there kind of a moment where you looked at the crowd? I mean, it's only 40,000, so smaller than a lot of other college games. Or you look at the full stadium, the crowd was loud. Was there ever a moment where you looked around and said, "Holy man, what is going on here"?
Yeah, I mean, I like at my high school games, I'm sure there was only like 1,000. So everywhere I play now, it's just, oh, that's a lot of people. But you know, I don't really focus on the crowd. I'm more focused on the play and what we have to do in order to be successful.